Hello students, today we're going to be learning about verb phrases. So a verb phrase, and you'll want to go ahead and copy this down, a verb phrase equals the main verb, which we learned in our last lesson, plus one or more helping verbs. So let's take a look at, let's go ahead and get started and take a look at this. So here's our first example sentence. Computer networks run smart houses. So just to review, what is the simple subject? Networks. What is the complete subject? Computer networks. And then run smart houses is our predicate, complete predicate. And then our simple predicate or main verb is run. So now let's take a look at this next sentence. Now we have computer networks may run smart houses. So you can see the difference between this sentence and this sentence. Okay, the word may has been added into it. So our main verb is going to be the same. It's going to be run. We already figured that out in the last sentence. But now we have what we call a helping verb. And a helping verb, as said, creates the verb phrase. Okay, it just helps understand the main verb's meaning. So here we have may. Okay, so the main verb is run, helping verb is may. Here we only have one helping verb, but remember, if you go back up here, it says one or more helping verbs. So yeah, we only have one right here, right? But if we look at the upcoming sentences, if we look at the upcoming sentences, we'll see that there's more than one. So the verb phrase then consists of may run. That is the verb phrase, with run as what? The main verb, and may as the helping verb. And together, what do they create? The verb phrase. Now look at this big bad boy. It will have been programmed for winter. So go ahead on your own, try to identify the main verb. What's the main verb here? What is the subject doing? Well, you should have identified the subject as it. Okay, it standing in for a noun, it's a pronoun, so it. What is it doing? You should have identified that the main verb is programmed. What is it doing? It's programming. But you should have also noticed that we have three helping verbs, which will end up being will, have, been. Right? Here's our main verb. And then the words that help, the words that help specify when the main verb happens: will, have, been. Helping verb, helping verb, helping verb, main verb, and then together we have our verb phrase, which is will have been programmed, right? This is our entire verb phrase, all of this. So let's go ahead and take a look at your first exercise. So, grammar page 13, practice and apply 1 through 10. You don't need to do number 1, but try to do it along with me. That way you understand how to do it. So here's the first one. The first smart house was developed in the early 1980s. Now, to make sure that you don't lose what you've already learned, I'd like you to, for these exercises, define the simple subject. Okay. So what do you think the simple subject in this sentence is? Who or what is doing something? Hopefully you were able to identify smart house as our simple subject. What does the smart house do? Well, it develops, right? Or it will be developed. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and say the main verb equals developed. And my helping verb, what do you think it is? You should have chosen was. Was. Just like that. So for today's exercise, you don't need to copy down the sentences, but please write your answers like I just did, which is finding the simple subject, finding the main verb, and then finding all the helping verbs.